I'm going to show you the most important part of my photographic process. Now, today's video is only made possible by today's sponsor, which is Milanote, but there'll be more on them later in the video. Now, we're sat here in my bright, airy, breezy studio at a slightly different angle to usual because I'm hiding something over there, which is client related. But this is not where the magic happens. This is not the spot. This is not where I spend most of my time. Most of my time is spent in the dungeon that is my office. And what I'm going to show you today is incredibly important, and it is the start to finish creative process going from I've got an idea to just about doing the shoot. If you want to see the shoot, if you want to see the lighting setups, the reviewing the kit I've used for this project and all of that good stuff, do hit subscribe because those videos are coming later as well. But they're not as important as the idea. Anybody can take a good photograph. We can't all have good ideas all the time. I'm living proof of this. Most of my ideas never see the light of day. Let's head over to my ideas spot. Then we're going to go to the office so I can show you how it works. Now, behind me here is my red sofa. This is where I sit. This is where I wait for inspiration. Kind of. Now, I'm professional. I can't sit around waiting for inspiration all day. I have to get inspiration. I have to force it to happen. I have to make it happen. I spend a considerable amount of time on my creative days sat back there thinking, often laying down. Who am I kidding? My dog's normally with me and we're just chilling out and thinking. I have to look at a lot of artwork. I have to watch a lot of films. And yes, this is the greatest part of my job. Has he just taken a stinking bone onto the sofa? That'd be a yes. But that is the spot where the magic actually happens. It's not with the cameras, it's not with the lights. It's sat on that sofa, either watching films, looking through photo books, or often with my eyes closed, thinking. I spend a lot of time thinking. My girlfriend would say too much time thinking. Perhaps I'm an overthinker. That is highly likely, but it's what I do for a job. I am a creative. I have to come up with ideas. This is important. Now, I don't spend all day, every day sat there waiting for the magic to happen. I'm a professional. I don't have that luxury. I sit there and make the magic happen. But this is the spot I sit in to come up with my ideas. And my ideas did come. And I had this great idea to create a portrait body of work with the humour, the sensibility, and the creative style of my still life work. That was the starting point. I did a bit of a test of concept, and then I thought, right, we'd better properly plan this. We'd better really get into this. So now I need to go and take my idea from the sofa, take it through to the office, get on my computer and start building the all-important mood board. Now, this is more literally where the magic happens. This is probably depressingly where most of my working day is spent. This is my photography desk. I've got my YouTube desk over there, but here is my photography one. When I am a photographer, I sit here. So Monday to Friday, I'm usually here. And, well, today as well. What I like to do before a shoot and what I like to have is a plan. And it's not so much I want the hand here, I want the window light. It's not that sort of plan. I don't need a technical plan. I need a plan which gives me scope for the shoot, which gives me boundaries. If I just turn up and go, well, I've got some cool people coming in, let's see what happens, it'll be chaos. If I tighten it down too much, I might miss creativity and spontaneity on the day. So what I've done for this shoot, and all shoots are different, I must add. Sometimes we literally sketch out the photograph exactly, but for this shoot, we really were hitting a high volume because I wanted to do a whole portfolio in 48 hours. So we really planned it big. So let me show you the planning we do here within Milanote, and then how it's translated to the shoot. Now, for many years, I didn't use software like this. I used pen and paper. But there is a drawback to pen and paper, and that is the sharing of it. What you'll see in this top right-hand corner here, I'm not going to click on these people, but these are the 3 people that I have shared my mood board with who are related to the work that I do. So what I've got here, I've managed to organise everything nicely. I've got my models. These are the people I've got. I've just taken a screenshot from each of their Instagram accounts or Facebooks, or some of them sent headshots, just so I've got a bit of a reference as to who's coming in for this shoot. Over here, I've got the backgrounds I've purchased. Thank you to the Flash Center, who sorted me out very short notice with a whole array of lovely colours. And above it is my proof of concept. So this is a shot I'd already taken just to go, yeah, look, this does work. I can make my work into portraits. It does work. It exists. So that's a good starting point. Over here are some examples for the feel of the posing. Now, what you'll notice is that these here do not relate to this shot here. But, you know, this is the feel I'm going for in the posing. I'm not going to do a silhouette of someone with an umbrella, I don't think. But I do want to know that this is the vibe. It's quirky, it's eccentric, it's a little bit different. And then what I've done is I've pulled work that other people have done, which kind of works in my style. It's great. And this is why I use Milanote, and Milanote is today's sponsor, and you can use it for free. And a lot of my one-to-one clients use this as well. It's how we share mood boards and all the rest of it. And being able to pull this together, send it to my agent, art buyers, producers, and be like, look, have a play with this. They've added some of these. I've added these bits. I've added some of these. They've sent me these. Like, there's a whole host of things going on here. But really what it's going to come down to is quirky poses, like these shots here. Here's stuff similar that already exists out there, so it's not so novel that no one's going to know what it looks like. Here's my cast, and this here, this is my proof of concept. I'll leave a link down below so you can get your free copy of Milanote. It is honestly one of the greatest things. You'll notice we don't have many show sponsors on here, so when we do have one, it is something I use, and it is something I like. And I think this is great for these sorts of things, like the value it brings in terms of being able to see your project in one big place and have other people edit it live, make changes, share it, add notes. You know, we can come in here and drop in a quick note and just say, look, this here is too many reds. You know, we can add actions and to-do lists. We often have to-do lists, not for this shoot because it was quite straightforward, but have a to-do list if it's an actual production. And it'd be like, book the studio, and we'll assign the to-do list to different people. So great bit of software. Now, once I've got my Milanote board gun, it's all ready to go, we have this on the laptop during the shoot, and we'll use it for the models to look at, for anybody working on the set to look at, and of course, for this little guy, Teddy to look at.
Because you're a good boy, aren't you? Yes.
He needs to be told he's a good boy quite often. It's great to have it to refer back to. Whenever we're shooting, we just go, look, are we still on track? Are we still heading in the right direction? Or have we veered off? Have we gone a little bit astray? Now, having seen this, what I now want to do is show you the body of work so I can show you how we've translated this here, mood board in Milanote, through to my actual portfolio, which is currently live. Now, for those who don't know, the Tin House Studio, Tin House website is not actually my website. Although there's a portfolio on here, it is very out of date. The actual website we need to be going to is me, the photographer, entirely different entity. So first up, here is my food, drink, and people. And we've got the edginess, we've got the humor, it's all there. We've got the moving image as well, which was actually an afterthought. But you can see how these shots work with my food and drink. It all goes together. Now, if we head over to the actual people page, you can see a better depiction of it. And I'm pretty chuffed with this. I love the moving images we've got here. Obviously, these are downgraded massively to 720 pixel GIFs with a very low bit rate. But the original video is obviously very high res, and they'll be in a show reel, which I will make shortly. But these are great. They're bang on what I wanted. They match the mood board. It was a great success for the shoot. Really happy. I feel that it's original whilst not being so different that nobody's going to want it. And most importantly, I feel like it's within my style and it looks good. Now, some of this is old work. This is old. This was HSBC. This is old. This was for some magazine. This was for some ad agency. So there's a mixture of like, this is an HSBC project we did from famous comedians and actors. But there's a mixture of like new work and a few old ones that are just padding it out for now. But eventually these will probably go because they're more my old style of portraiture, which is hidden on the internet somewhere if you can find it. So that, in a very brief way, is my creative process. Now, what I would like to know in the comments below is, which bits of this do you want more information on? It's very hard for me to know, like, I don't want to teach you how to suck eggs. So what from this you're going, yeah, well, what happens there? Let me know, and then I can try and make a video on that, because that, I think, is what's really important. I hope this video has been of interest to you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we're going to look at the lighting setups and the camera settings. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.